So it'll be Peoria Manual moving on against the winner of this upcoming game between Libertyville and Rockford Boylan. We'll preview that for you in just a moment, but we also want to remind you about some of the great historical moments. One of the greatest ever in the 87 years of America's original March Madness occurred 50 years ago this month. It was a month in which tornadoes swept through tiny Taylorville in a magical season. Let's take a look back now in our tournament scrapbook.
50 years ago, March 18, 1944 to be exact, this group of young men accomplished a feat no team before them or any other team in Illinois will ever accomplish again. A perfect record of 45 wins, no losses. They were called the Tornadoes of Taylorville. At a recent reunion, many members of the team were on hand to be honored. Schulte Bishop, Joe McAdam, Charles Noren, Harold Slick Parrish, Bob Slaybaugh, Ralph Willison, and Richard Wilson. But the two players most synonymous with the record-setting Taylorville Tornadoes were simply called Bones and John, Bon Timpson Orr.
I never anticipated anything like that. No, in the first couple of games, Bones was sick and didn't get to play, and we had Schulte Bishop had a broken hand, and Joe McAdams was sick, and we kind of went with a makeshift lineup. We got through the games, and from that time on, why, we came back and got together and really ripped through the season, and it was pretty good. We only had one or two close games.
Taylorville won the first ever Centralia Christmas Holiday Tournament. 16 wins, no losses to start the year. By the start of March Madness, they were a perfect 36-0. Was the pressure mounting?
Oh, I don't think we were that aware of it. We just knew we had more games to play and a little bit. I didn't particularly remember any pressure.
I don't think we ever talked about it ourselves, anything. The only time I ever heard anything at all about anything like that was downtown sometime. Some guy'd say, you ought to lose a game. I don't think you can win a state championship if you don't lose a game.
The man who guided these young men was legendary coach Dolph Stanley. 6th all-time winningest coach in Illinois prep history with 705 wins, and the only coach to ever appear in 5 state finals with 5 different teams. He was revered by his players.
I think he and Ray Elliott, I played for him one year at Illinois in football, were the guys that all my philosophies in coaching and everything were like theirs. I wish I was as good a coach as Dolph.
He gave us the will and the drive, and we wanted to play. He just put that into us. He had that knack of that.
I don't know of any player that he coached had any more respect for one man.
To understand the discipline of Coach Stanley and how he was able to transfer it to his teams, one needs to look no further than the semifinal game against Champaign High School that eventful day 50 years ago. Taylorville had already beaten number 2 ranked Champaign 3 times by scores of 15, 8, and then 4. A win would tie Dundee High School's record win streak at 44 and propel the Tornadoes into the championship game against Elgin. With Taylorville ahead 38-36 and 40 seconds to play, Stanley calls a timeout.
You know, we worked on that play. We run that play 1,000 times, and we never used it but once. I knew I had to get the ball to Bontemps. That's all I had to do. And Jansen picked my guy. It was nothing, man. I just went in there all alone and laid it up. It was an easy shot. And
Taylorville went on to win 40-36 and handle Elgin in the championship game 56-33, a perfect season at 45-0. Now it would seem that after all this, nothing could go wrong. Even the blizzard conditions for the ceremonial ride back to town couldn't spoil the fun. But one thing was missing.
We got the trophy.
Somebody forgot the trophy.
Ned Podesky, our bus driver. He was in charge of the trophy. He got blamed.
We feel free of blaming Ned, yeah.
There's still a trophy to be won here in this boys Class AA tournament. We'll tell you who's going to chase for it next as the quarterfinals continue from Assembly Hall in America's original March Madness. Libertyville and Rockford Boylan are up next. We'll be back after these words from our network sponsor, your local Ford dealer. Live back at Assembly Hall, we get ready for quarterfinal game number 2. The Wildcats of Libertyville, the visiting team against the home Titans of Rockford Boylan. They will play the winner of Peoria Manual, a winner moments ago over Chicago Westinghouse. Let's set the table for this quarterfinal game. First off, where are they from? Well, Libertyville, of course, is way from the north side of the state of Illinois, north of Chicago, in a long ride, but you've got a lot of fans here in Libertyville here today at Assembly Hall. A great year for the Wildcats thus far for Coach Max Sanders in his 15th year out of a very difficult North Suburban Conference. Libertyville, a great town in the north part of Illinois, as we take you through Libertyville with our country company's Main Street video. Libertyville is making its second trip in the last 4 years to Champaign. A town of 17,045 minutes north of Chicago, Libertyville has become a thriving, fast-growing northern suburb. Once a farming community, it is now a sophisticated city full of new homes and small businesses. With a school enrollment of over 2,200, the Cats hope to go all the way, bringing home their first state basketball championship this weekend. The road to Champaign for Libertyville had some very difficult tests all the way through the super sectional. Their biggest test stands next, as their opponents here, the home team in this quarterfinal game number 2, will be Rockford Boylan. The Titans of Rockford are, of course, from the northwestern part of the state of Illinois, and they also have a large contingent here at Assembly Hall. Now, Boylan, coached by Steve Gores in his 14th year. We're here a few years ago. Steve is familiar with what goes into the routine. He hopes it will work for them again. Rockford, of course, a very active city. Let's take you through it with our country company's Main Street footage. Founded in 1834 by Germanicus Kent and Thatcher Blake, Rockford is a town of almost 140,000. Industry, parks, golf courses, and a Rockford landmark, the Metro Center, help form this proud community in northern Illinois. Sights to see in Rockford include Victorian Village, the Rock River, and the famous Midway Theater. Boylan Central Catholic is home to 1979 graduate Jody Maserati Benson, the voice of Walt Disney's Little Mermaid. The road to Champaign for Boylan. Of course, they just got to get out of their own town, much less to get out of that area. Geneseo gave them a great battle in the super sectional. So we should have another great battle for you here in quarterfinal game number 2, Libertyville against Rockford Boylan. Let's send it to set up this game to center court, to Tom Stocker and Kenny McReynolds.
All right, Joe, thank you very much. Fans, in our second quarterfinal game today, we've got one program in Rockford Boylan that is very used to being here in the Assembly Hall. This is the 5th time in the last 9 years they've been in the Elite 8. Meanwhile, Libertyville was here 4 years ago for the first time ever, and they liked it a lot. In fact, the freshmen on that team made a vow to return someday, and that vow came true this weekend. Kenny McReynolds, in this game, we have potentially the matchup of 2 of the most outstanding scoring guards in the state. It'll be a great show for the fans, but the coaches are concerned that the spectators will also include the other players on the court.
Yeah, well, Lee Lampley, of course, for Rockford led the state of scoring. Of course, Matt Hellman from Libertyville will attend college here at the University of Illinois. They both can score. They're big-time guards, but you don't want a one-on-one match. Then you only have 2 players in the game, and the other 8 guys just stand around and watch. That's exactly what the coaches don't want. They want this to be a team game, get everybody involved. We'll just have to wait and see.
Libertyville was unranked at the end of the regular season, but they are here in the Elite 8. They have been a team that's lived dangerously. They survived a triple overtime scare in the sectional finals against Mundelein to get here. Max Sanders was a great high school quarterback in Libertyville a few years back, and he brings this team here for the second time. And I asked him about the character of this team he brings to the Assembly Hall.
Well, I think, you know, I was talking to Press the other day, and the team we had in '91 was a smart team. And if I characterize this team this year, I'd say they're the big heart. They have a heart the size of a basketball, and as a result of that, we've been in ball games where we've been down both games in the sectional. We dropped behind by 6 or 8 points, and yet they had the courage to come back and end up winning a ball game. So the never say die attitude, the big heart is what I'd say. And of course, then you got Matt Hellman to back those words up, and some of the other players.
Indeed, Matt Hellman has backed up a lot of words for Libertyville. An all-stater, nearly 27 points a game, 30-plus points in 8 games. He's an outstanding talent.
Yeah, and you know, they say he will do whatever it takes to win and whatever it takes to play. Of course, he's going to play his college basketball here at Illinois. He's the type of basketball player every coach likes because he's a hard worker, and he'll do whatever it takes to be successful.
Meanwhile, Rockford Boylan likes an up-tempo game, and they're going to want to dictate pace their way today.
Oh, no question about it. They want to get out here and rock and roll and and have a lot of fun. This will be an up-tempo basketball game, and of course, with Lee Lampley, you know they want to get it up and down so they can score.
After all, on the backside of Lampley's warm-up jersey, it says Nationwide. Well, and meanwhile, Rockford Boylan here, they lost in the Super Sectionals a year ago to Guilford, who went all the way to the title game. And we had a chance to talk before the game with head coach Steve Doors about this edition of Rockford Boylan.
Well, I think we certainly have to contend against an all-state player in Matt Haldeman, and who's has 26 points a game. He has a multi-dimensional game and penetrates. He shoots the long three, 26 feet or something, comes across half court, he's measuring it up. He sees his open shooters on the wings. They have a player like Carruthers, who's a big wide-bodied in there, 6'5", 230. And they have that big freshman there, 6'6", 205 pounds. They outweigh us inside. Hopefully, though, at the other end of the court, we are going to take it at them. Our post players, we feel, are relatively mobile, and hopefully we can take it inside, so they have to play honest defense on Lee Lampley and Ricky Boone on our perimeter.
Of course, here's a look at Lee Lampley. Look at this, 30 points per ball game, 359 field goals, 97 three-pointers. He also has 11 dunks. Until this season, he hadn't dunked all year. So he hadn't had a dunk in his career. So I tell you what, he can score him any way you want him, inside, outside, dunk him. He is a very, very exciting basketball player.
Well, Manuel Westinghouse had a great game, a very close game. This one could be just as exciting. Coming up, we'll have the introduction of the starting lineups. But first, we'll return after these local messages. And now to meet the teams in our second quarterfinal game, let's go to public address announcer Steve Adams.
Rockford Boylan, who come in with a record of 26-6. First, introducing the non-starters from Libertyville. Number 4, a 5'11" senior, Brandon Brichelli. Number 11, a 6'2" sophomore, Eric Frickholm. Number 13, a 5'11" senior, Greg Foster. Number 15, a 6'1" freshman, Tim Beschel. Number 22, a 6'1" senior, Sean Calhoun. Number 23, a 6'1" junior, Sean Mantuka. Number 24, a 6'2" senior, Eric Fisher. Number 31, a 6'2" sophomore, Chris Fulbright. Number 34, a 6'3" senior, Jason Rudy Vi. And number 35, a 6'6" junior, Chad Jennings. And now, let's meet the non-starters from Rockford Boylan Catholic High School. Double 0, a 6'4" senior, Jeff Bollinger. Number 3, a 6'1" senior, Dan Fulling. Number 10, a 5'9" senior, Josh Adler. Number 11, a 5'6" junior, Luke Thumb. Number 20, a 5'11" sophomore, Walter Hill. Number 21, a 5'10" junior, Tommy Hernandez. Number 32, a 6' junior, Ryan Esparza. Number 34, a 6'1" senior, Barry Champion. Number 45, a 6'5" sophomore, Ryan Peterson. And number 52, a 6'4" sophomore, Charlie Newman. And now let's meet this afternoon's starting lineups. At forward for Libertyville, a 6'2" senior, number 25, Sean Devine. At forward for Rockford Boylan, a 6'2" sophomore, number 33, Pat Hand. At the other forward for the Wildcats, 6'5", and a senior, number 33, Jamie Carruthers. And at the other forward for the Titans, a 6'6" junior, number 50, Ryan Melling. At center for Libertyville, a 6'6" freshman, number 32, J.R. Jureco. And at center for Rockford Boylan, 6'7", and a junior, number 40, John Lucetti. At one guard for Libertyville, a 6'1" junior, number 12, Chad Lee. And at guard for Boylan, a 6-foot senior, number 4, Lee Lampley. At the other guard for Libertyville, a 6-foot senior, number 21, Matt Heldman. And at the other guard for Boylan, a 5'10" junior, number 12, Ricky Boone. Introducing the coaches. First from Libertyville, assistant coaches are Andy Bitta, Julian Emanuelson, Scott McKnight, and Jim Goodwin. And the head coach in his 15th season is Max Sanders. And the coaches for Boylan Catholic, the assistant coaches are David Stockton, Paul Heitkamp, and Larry McFerrin. And the head coach is Steve Gores.
So there are the starters for the second quarterfinal game. And there, let's take a look at the matchups again. I think a big matchup could be right there in the middle. The young up-and-coming freshman Jureco against Lucetti. And there you see the guards, Heldman and Lampley. But I think it's going to be maybe away from those two where this game is decided.
Well, you know, that happens a lot, too, because so many eyes would be on Heldman and, of course, Lee Lampley, so you have a chance to get in the middle. As we take a look at our comparisons, Boylan with the free field goals and 3 points, free throws to Libertyville, rebounding, size, even quickness to Rockford Boylan.
In the middle, it'll be the freshman Jureco for Libertyville, wearing the black against Lucetti. To open the first of 4 8-minute quarters. And the opening jump saved nicely by Chad Lee. And Libertyville opens with the basketball. Man-to-man for Boylan. This is Carruthers. And stealing the inside lob was Mellon.
Good defense by Mellon. Guys coming off 2 dislocated kneecaps.
For 3, Lampley, he's not shy, and you see why.
Well, he let the state of scoring, and he'll show you why every chance he gets.
Averaged over 30 points a game. Was held to 14 by Geneseo in the Super Sectionals. This is Chad Lee. Now Matt Heldman dumps it back out to Lee for 3. Count it.
But you leave Chad Lee open like that, you're asking for trouble. Lee wide open, had a great look at the basket, and we have a couple of 3-pointers to lead this game off.
Down inside to Lucetti. Put the ball on the floor. He winds up on the deck. Now from outside, Ricky Boone misses. And Patrick Hand saves it. But Libertyville takes it away with a nice effort. Down court, this is Carruthers. No, a foul before he went to the hoop. As he went by Ricky Boone, Boone got a piece of him. Our officials for this game, Richard Firebaugh and Gregory Scott Jones.
Well, it's obvious Libertyville wants to get up and down the floor, Tom. As of course, their coach, Max Sanders, told me yesterday, he said, hey, we want to play fast tempo. We want to rock and roll.
First foul of the game goes to Boone. So at the free throw line, the 6'5" senior Jamie Carruthers. Carruthers, we tell you what they were shooting on the year, but that coach right there, Max Sanders, says, I really don't believe in keeping statistics. He does, however, know what Heldman was averaging per game. the second. He goes for the collar. Still a 3-3 tie. There's the electric Lee Lampley. He's going to try to line it up as he takes it in the middle. And drawing the charge was Jamie Carruthers. Libertyville, as we've mentioned, not ranked in the final poll. Sometimes they don't get a lot of respect, but they have been now in the state finals for the third time, the Sweet 16. Rockford Boylan also not ranked, but making it in the Elite 8, the Sweet 16, I should say, for the 9th time. And a couple of years ago, they finished 4th. So both teams with recent appearances here at the Assembly Hall, they know what to contend with. Nice lean-in move, but missing it wide was Hellman. And the rebound controlled by Patrick Hand. The sophomore getting a start today.
Pitching now. Rockford just needs to work the basketball around. Nice play. Nice pick and fade.
Nice lead ball into Ryan Mellon.
He knows the way he just faded back towards the basket.
Libertyville getting the ball inside, and that scoring was Jamie Carruthers' his first 2 of the game.
I tell you, look at that body on Jamie Carruthers. That looks like a linebacker.
Lampley with a quick release switch.
Oh. Is that a quick release or what?
A pair of threes for Lampley. Boylan leads 8-5. He can pull the trigger fast.
He really can.
Elvin ran into a double team. Lee keeps it alive. Sean Devine out front. Now Carruthers. The pull-up jumper, a little bit strong. Nice save inside and hook it back up and in is the freshman J.R. Jurecko.
That's a great offensive rebound by Jurecko.
1-point lead. Here's Boylan again. Lampley 3 for 3. Do you think he feels it?
I think he's hot. Hey.
Go time.
Any doubt why this young man led the state in scoring?
Boylan by 4, 11-7. Taking it right down the middle, but putting it in too hard was Devine. And the rebound controlled by Boylan's Lucetti.
Hey, just give it to Lampley.
Boy, Lee's got his hand full trying to guard Lampley. And hitting that bucket, Ricky Boone, his first 2.
I tell you, Boone is the skinniest guard I've ever seen. He's at 135. He is small.
Nearly throwing it away was Libertyville. Nice save by Jurecko. Elvin's been very quiet. Here he tries again. No. And it's going to go to the Titans of Boylan. Timeout on the floor with 3:48 to go first quarter. Boylan leads 13-7. One of your network sponsors, this Country Company. Tomorrow, the showdown finals, the 3-point contest. There are the Class A finalists. Down to the Final 4 there. And also in Double-A, they'll crown the king of the 3-point shooters in Double-A. They'll be among those 4 finalists tomorrow.
Well, Lee Lampley can just hit from anywhere on the floor. Boy, I tell you what, he really feels it this afternoon. 3 for 3 from the field, all 3-point field goal.
Quick release, silky smooth. He's got the ball now. This is Ryan Mellon. You see Boylan is nailed 3 for 4 of the 3, all coming from Lampley. Now their field goal shooting, Boylan is tough, and they add another one. They're 6 for 7 as Ryan Mellon gets his second bucket.
I like the way he floats to the basket. You know, he just spins and just seems to just glide to the basket.
Here is Hellman, pulls up from 17. And Libertyville gets one crack at it. The taller inside game of Boylan showing early dominance on the rebounds. There's already 5 boards, and there's a steal. A pass deflected. Libertyville comes the other way. Hellman from NBA range, yes. Any farther out, he'd need a ticket to shoot that one.
Hey, I tell you what, the people in Illinois would love to see that kind of range.
It's still Titans basketball right now, though. The battle of the boards dominated by Boylan, 6-2. That's Boone with it, and over to Lampley. Quickly on him is Chad Lee. Lampley says, all right, in your face. Ooh, halfway down, it came back out. Feldman pushes it down court. Takes it inside, and as he went right by Lucetti, the reach-in foul, his first.
I tell you, Lampley had the range. It just wouldn't fall. Here it is again now. Attacking the bucket. Right there, there's your contact.
They're going to give that to Melling instead. Lucetti also was reaching in, but Melling got him with the body. That's his first. And the free throw good for Heldman. Heldman averaging 27 a game. Twice this year scored 41 points. On December the 10th against Zion Benton, on January 21st against Mundelein. He's got 8. Boylan with the ball and a 3-point lead.
Well, that's one way to stop Lee Lampley. Just grab him and hold him.
And that was Sean Devine getting his first. Trying to push him away from that pass. First team foul against Libertyville. The Titans with the basketball. Lampley to the baseline and lost it out of bounds, but apparently it was off a Wildcat.
Yeah, it went off the foot.
It may have been fortunate because he was in among the tall trees. Off the inbounds play. Nice move to Lucetti. He gets his first 2 points of the game.
But that's where 6'7" really comes in. They didn't lob that ball inbound, but Lucetti just jumps up and drops it in.
Deep from the corner, short was Devine. Underneath on the offensive boards, missing was Jureko. They need Jureko to continue to be that rebounding force inside. He just couldn't get it to fall. 5-point Boylan lead. Boone. Melling over in the corner. Missing from long range was Hand. Rebound Libertyville. On the break. This is Carruthers. One man to beat. He scores.
And count it.
He'll have the chance for 3 as they called Hand for blocking.
Hand is called for the block. Here it is again now. Watch the contact. This is a pretty good play. Watch the way he just flips it up, sees the contact. Oh boy, I like the way Carruthers just flips that ball up and in. He gets the bucket. Hand with the foul, and now an attempt for the 3-point play.
Looking for his 5th point of the game. Carruthers can hit from outside, hit a 3 in the super sectional game, but according to Max Sanders, where they got the Wildcats on the roll. The rebound stripped away from Devine, and it'll still be Wildcats basketball. 1:22 remaining in the first quarter. Rockford Boylan leading by 3. Heldman.
Oh, there's
Devine. Oh, nice weak side backdoor play to Heldman.
Well, what did Max tell us yesterday? If we run our offense, Matt will be open. If Matt is open, he won't miss it. He didn't miss it.
This is Boone for 3. Give it to him. He's got 5.
Little arms and all.
Under a minute now for the quarter. Down underneath for Heldman. Little semi-jump hook rolls off for Jureko. And he stays with it. No, that was Carruthers. Carruthers now with 6. And Libertyville is beginning to be a factor on the offensive boards. In fact, the rebounds now even at 7 apiece. Boylan's lead. 1-6, now down to 2. And remember, no shot clock in high school basketball. So the Titans look as if they're going to go for the last shot of the quarter. Bad pass. This is Heldman. 3-on-2 break.
Stutter step.
It won't go, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Nice little hesitation by Heldman. Coming down court, just stopped just for a fraction of a second, took a little stutter step, comes away now with a chance. Now watch the little stutter step. See right here, stop, go, goes right to the hoop, and he'll be at the line now for 2 shots. What are with these haircuts?
Well, remember now, a couple of years ago, 4 years ago, Libertyville came here and they We kind of adopted him as the modern version of Hoosiers. They like the short haircuts. He gets the second. He has 11. So in the mano-a-mano battle, he has 11. Lampley has 9. Lampley has been quiet since that initial flurry of the 3 consecutive three-pointers. Boone, the pop-up jumper, rim short. And at the buzzer, the Herculean effort comes short for Jamie Carruthers. But after one, Boylan's lead is only 1, 2019. We'll return for the second quarter after these local messages.
That has brought this Libertyville team together is a very super secret unity march. Actually, at mid-season, Heldman put together a bunch of letters. Now you'll see them in the front of the jerseys, the warm-up jerseys the players are wearing. The letters NGULUNBDNF. The players say it's a secret. One of the cheerleaders said she's a girlfriend of one of the players, and he won't even tell her. But it keeps the guys together. Back to you guys.
Yeah, that's some kind of secret. Lampley swishes his first two-pointer of the game as he now has 11 and a 3-point Boylan lead. After the first quarter, you saw Boylan red hot from the field at 62%. And Libertyville got itself back in the game with 5 offensive rebounds late in the quarter. And wide open and hitting the two-pointer was Carruthers. He now has 8.
Yeah, Jamie Carruthers is a good shooter. I mean, he's only missed 1 shot. He's 4 out of 5 today.
He is the only other Wildcat other than Heldman to lead them in scoring. That wasn't until the sectional finals. Lampley dishes off and the two-hand jam by Lucetti.
Well, see, they double team Lampley and he's smart enough to notice that, so he just dishes it off for the nice easy 2.
Moving inside was Carruthers. He saw Jareco open on the other side of the baseline and he was fouled. The foul charged to Melling, his second.
There's 2 on Melling. And you see Steve Boyd taking the jacket off. Here it is again as he'll just come over and right there on the arm. That little jump step though by Jamie Carruthers.
Another way that Libertyville's got back in the game, they have been whistled for only 1 foul so far. And Boylan on the next foul will put Libertyville into the bonus. And missing the front end of 2 is Carruthers.
He's 0 for 4 from the free throw line.
Carruthers kind of the big brother of his team. He's the steadying influence. Heldman is a little more high-strung, shall we say. And Carruthers, who now has 9, is kind of the rudder that steers the ship in stormy seas. Lampley off the pick, comes up shooting. No, first miss. Strong rebound, Lucetti. Oh, he went to the boards hard.
That's a great rebound by John Lucetti. He just came flying out of the air. No one checked him out.
Boylan leads by 4. We're early in the second quarter. Carruthers. Now Devine. Looked for Heldman. Lee was also there. Scramble for the loose ball. And a timeout whistle. Who was on the deck? That looked to be, and coming up hurt, that was Charlie Newman, who came in at the corner, and he won the scramble, alertly called timeout. We've got a timeout on the floor. One of your network sponsors is All Sport. Back in the second quarter, our second quarterfinal game. Rockford Boylan leading by 4. Charlie Newman's hustle got the basketball back for Boylan at the last play, but he may have paid a price.
Here it is. He dives on the floor, going for the basketball. Let's see. He calls timeout. Good call, but I can't see where he hurt his hand. And you can see
Get a dislocated finger right at the very end. This is Lucetti, and that ball deflected out of bounds by Libertyville. 6:10 to go in the second quarter. Boylan leading 26-22.
What they do, they'll probably just snap that finger right back into place.
And it'll feel so good, especially tomorrow morning. In the lane, getting a piece of that shot was Jureko. Pullinger's shot winds up in Libertyville coming the other way. At the free throw line, Devine had a notion. Over to Lee. Pop-up jumper over Boone. No. Devine followed it up. Banging it hard was Carruthers. He has 11.
Boy, he loves to bang. I tell you, he's 5 out of 6 from the field. Boy, he's not afraid to go in there and bang. He likes the contact. He must be a football player. He must be.
He got his 4th rebound to go with his 11th point. Lampley gets the 3. I think that would scrape the assembly hall ceiling on the way up. He's got 14. 5-point Boylan lead. Heldman's shot rims off the iron. Boylan with the break. They like an up-tempo attack.
Nice pass.
Pullinger getting his first 2. One of the tri-captains. What a great feed inside by Boone. Boone came into the game averaging 9 assists a game, and you saw why.
Nice pass, Ricky Boone.
Heldman. Back outside. Open his lane for 3. Missed it badly. Lampley nearly overran the basketball. For 3, Barry Champion. Swisheroo.
They left Champion wide open. I think they forgot about Champion. He's standing there by himself, and all of a sudden it's a 10-point ball game.
Boylan, lightning quick, ripping some threes. Lampley with 5 in this quarter so far, and now he shows that if you go ahead and concentrate on him, that the other Titans can burn you as well from outside.
Well, this has been a 3-point shooting game for Rockford Boylan. Of course, Lee Lampley led the state in scoring. I tell you, nice little fake move. Watch this, a rainbow, nothing but net. That was Lampley. And here it is again. Now, you leave Champion wide open. No one's near him. So he says, hey, I'll take that. You leave Champion open. He says, hey, I'll bury it also.
Champion a 30% three-point shooter on the year. Let's go into the huddle.
Down here, we're having to overplan, and then when we do, we just stand. So what do we got to do? We got to screen down or do something, but we can't just stand there and look at each other. All right? Go now. Let's go.
Well, we do know that March Madness is habit forming. America's original March Madness here at the Assembly Hall. We were calling it March Madness in Illinois long before the guys on the NCAA level adopted it. It's been a great tradition this time of year. First at Huff Gym, and now for 30 years, believe it or not, in the Assembly Hall. The turnarounder, good. Jamie Carruthers now with 13. He's picked up the slack as Heldman has not scored in the second quarter. That shot rimming off for Lucetti, and Heldman with the rebound. He's not afraid to go inside. He's not one of those Primadonna point guards.
No, he's gutsy. I think we're going to have a whistle away from the basket.
It's a blocking foul against Libertyville, trying to set the pick inside.
Legal screen.
And the foul was charged to Greco, and let's go up in the stands to Joe Passion.
Well, just an update from behind the Boylan bench on Charlie Newman, number 52. He did jam the finger. The trainer telling me it's sprained. They're icing it. They're taping it. And he expects to be back in the game later on. But it's not dislocated or broken.
Champion gets his own miss. It's stripped away from Lucetti, but he was hacked underneath, and he was fouled. And that is only the third foul of Libertyville. Boylan will not go to the line for a little while yet.
Nice rebound, though, by Champion. Crashing the boards, following the shot.
Sean Calhoun, a 6'1" senior, picked up the foul. Calhoun started most of the year, lost his job to Lee.
Well, I'm sure that Lampley would say that air ball with a pass to Boone will put it in for 2.
Boone with 7. Heldman suddenly has gotten cold. He has yet to score in this quarter. Boylan leading by 10. Boone inside, rimming off. Nearly stolen by Champion, who was the only Titan back there.
Oh, nice move.
Heldman has it knocked away. Heldman may be trying to do too much right now.
Well, that's something they worried about. Of course, he'll play college here in Illinois. They thought he may try to do too much, especially being matched up against an all-stater like Lampley.
There is Lampley. Boone decides to take the 3. Yes. Usually when you hesitate like that, it's not conducive to good shooting, but that didn't bother him at all. Boone now with 10.
We've talked so much about Lampley. Boone has hit 2 out of 3 three-point field goals.
We've already had 16 attempts from three-point line, 11, and now 12, and that one will go for Sean Devine, his first bucket of the game. Still a 10-point lead. Backdoor Lampley lost it.
Well, although they have a 10-point lead, I'm sure you want to play smarter than that. Going for that back door. If you don't have it, don't take it. Don't force it.
Sean Calhoun had it knocked away, but Libertyville keeps it as back into the lineup as Patrick Hand, the 6'2" sophomore, who, according to Coach Steve Gores, has a good insight for the game for a youngster. Boylan still leading by 10. It's Wildcat basketball. 10 successful out of 17 combined for these two teams. Here's number 18. Yes!
That's good.
16 for Carruthers.
Boy, he has had an outstanding game. He's only missed 1 field goal the entire afternoon. He's 7 out of 8.
Now that's Josh Adler, number 10, working into the guard. Patrick Hand in the middle, rattles it in. He gets his first 2 of the game. Boylan leading by 9.
We really put some points on the board.
But Heldman has yet to score in this quarter. Devine. Again, he feels it. Carruthers, no. In the lane, Jarecko. It's deflected.
Notice the way Lampley just kept that ball alive.
Bollinger is hammered as he got possession. He didn't have it for long, but he did draw the foul.
Now watch Lampley. Now Bollinger come up with it, but Lampley, number 4, just tip it around, right out to Bollinger, who's creamed.
Jarecko gets his second. And that's just the 4th team foul on the Wildcats. So Boylan still not yet in the bonus. Just over a minute remaining in the second quarter. Boylan with the ball, leading 41-32. Down on the block, Lucetti fights his way and rims up. Heldman still looking for his first points of the quarter. Double team. The battle for the loose ball on the deck. Libertyville keeps it alive. And Hand says, let's run the offense over. Oh, Lampley reached in. He was trying for the breakaway. First foul on Lampley.
That was your battle, your 2 all-staters. Lampley and Heldman going at it. Lampley reaching in, called for the foul, his first.
Lee Lampley, offensively this year, 50 points. He has scored twice. Crystal Lake South won Freeport. In fact, he had 91 points his first 2 games of the season. You think that set a good tone for the year?
I think he let everyone know right off the bat what he was going to do.
Here's Heldman getting his first point of the second quarter. He now has 12. Second one, no good. It's an 8-point Boylan lead. Just over 30 seconds remaining in the first half.
I think Boylan has done a great job on Heldman. He's only 2 out of 7 from the field.
pass was picked off. See the clock in the corner as the Titans of Rockford Boylan go for the last shot. Looking for a chance for a 10, maybe an 11-point lead at the intermission.
Well, they better get into it now with 4 seconds to go. There you go.
Lucetti gives them a 10-point lead. He has 8. And it's a 10-point Boylan lead at the intermission, 43-33. Lucetti with a big second quarter, 6 of his 8 points in the second intermission. Carruthers countering with 10 of his 16 for Libertyville in that second quarter.
Well, Lampley has been just outstanding. 5 out of 8 from the field for Rockford, 14 points. But hey, what about Boone also? He's done a great job too.
Let's go down to Joe Passion, who is meeting now with Max Sanders.
All right, thanks very much, Tom. Well, Max, down by 10 going in. I guess you've got some adjustments. What comes to mind first?
Yeah, we've got to help out better. You know, they're getting a screen there, and we're stepping out, but we're not stepping out quick enough on Lampley. And then also their big men are picking for each other, and again, we're just slow picking up. So we've got to talk a little bit about, you know, maybe switching automatically and not being worried so much about calling it, because, you know, we're giving that split second, and of course with Lampley, I think we'll try to get him to penetrate and shoot out of his dribble. We're letting him stand up, shoot, and the kid's tough. Hellman's having a little tough time right now. If we can get him on a roll, get him going, we'll be in good shape.
All right, Coach, go get him in the second half. Max Sanders and his team down by 10 here at the break of Class AA quarterfinal game number 2, and we'll be back to review what happened in the first half as well as update you on what's still to come here from America's original March Madness. We'll be back after these words from one of our network sponsors, Country Companies Insurance. At the break, the Titans leading the Wildcats here by 10 in our quarterfinal game number 2. One already in the books with Manual over Westinghouse already earlier today in a barn burner that went down to the last minute, and then 2 more still on tap this evening. We'll talk to you about those a little bit later on, but some of the other great happenings that are going on here at Assembly Hall and in Champaign is a festivity that's bringing a lot more crowds on hand, and part of it's the Country Company's 3-point showdown finals, and the Class A finalists that will shoot it out from the 19-foot line tomorrow will be Mike Sumner from Sparlin, Montini's Mark Canty, Forreston's Torrey Ruber, and Farmington's Ben Rurzaba. They, of course, the winner of that Class A 3-point showdown will take on the AA champion, and that'll be fought between these final 4 contestants in the AA Country Company's 3-point showdown finals. And you'll not only see the finals, but also the championship, the King of the Hill championships, if you will, for the Class A and the AA champions as they shoot off against each other. Now, they're also having the Denny's Grand Slam Dunk Spectacular here, and the Class A finals are tomorrow. And I'll tell you what, on the bottom of that list, Tyrone Nesby, the defending Class A champion, put on quite a show in the preliminaries here on Thursday evening at Assembly Hall. He expects to do the same on Saturday. The winner of that will take on the AA finalists. Between these 4 gentlemen, all 4 of them, Josh, Bill, Derek, and Ben, had some great dunks. A big crowd on hand Thursday night during the preliminaries as the finalists got down to it to decide. So that's the Denny's Grand Slam Spectacular as part of the 3-point showdown with Country Companies. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Now, Happening 94 is also happening throughout this weekend here in Champaign. Here's just a couple of the highlights, but also
we're back at the Assembly Hall, halftime of our second quarterfinal game, as the Titans of Rockford Boylan have a 10-point lead for the right to meet Peoria Manual in tomorrow's first semifinal game. Hi, Tom Stocker, Kenny McReynolds with you. And Kenny, in that first half, as we thought could very well happen, the battle between Lampley and Hellman basically has kind of canceled each other out.
Right.
It's what's happened away from that one-on-one matchup that's really been the difference in this game.
Yeah, it really has. And, you know, let's face it, I didn't think Boone would be as productive as he has been so far. You know, he has 10 points. So you're right. Hellman and Lampley kind of neutralizing each other. Lampley put on quite a show from the three-point strike.
When this game started, we were doing some serious long-distance dialing in this game, and they were making connections as Lee Lampley came out there, and he set a torrent pace in that first half, and Boylan threatened to open it up early.
Well, they threatened to open it up early. As you'll see, Lee Lampley right here behind the three-point stripe. Lampley using the pick here, and this young man led the state in scoring, and here's why. Nothing but net from that three-point stripe. He does such a great job. But now, you know, for Libertyville, Jamie Carruthers has also done a great job, too. I mean, he gets down court. He's done a fantastic job. Really surprising. Nice finger roll there, the contact for the three-point play. Also now, Lampley, nice pass to John Luchetti for the nice, easy slam dunk. Ricky Boone, I think, has been outstanding. There you see a little point guard. He's only 135 pounds. Nice no-look pass right there to Jeff Bullinger for the layup and 2 points. Libertyville coming back down also. Nice feed down low, kick it right back out. Hey, you leave a man open like that. Sean Revane says, hey, okay, I'll take that for the nice three-point jump shot. And as you see, our halftime score. But right now, let's go down to Joe Passion. Joe?
Thanks very much, Kenny. Steve, a 10-point lead isn't always safe in this tournament. You know that very well. What are you trying to do to buffer that lead?
Well, Joe, I told the kids that we're going to win the game on defense and rebounding, so we're going to have to go out there and set the tone defensively and play good, straight, honest man-to-man defense and keep them to 1 shot per trip. They had a couple too many offensive rebounds in the first half, and we want to make sure that on the defense we take care of business. On the offensive end, I think we're going to have to go inside a little bit more. We didn't get to the free throw line one time in the first half. I must be seeing a different game than these two guys, but that's the first time this year that's ever happened. But we do have to take the ball inside and put them in some type of defensive posture in the lane.
Okay, thanks very much, Coach. Have a great second half. Steve Gores, by the way, an update on Charlie Newman of Boylan. Will not play in this half. That finger is swelling up. It's not broken or dislocated, but the trainers have asked him to keep icing it. Hopefully he'll be able to play tomorrow should Boylan go on to win. We'll be back after more of these local messages from Assembly Hall.
Evidently.
And we'll open up the second half right in front of us. It's courtside as Libertyville will have the basketball. They trail by 10.
Oh,
and
nice
right off the boom, what? Hellman goes inside. And just 6 seconds into this third quarter, he equals what he scored the entire second period.
Well, that's a great play. We saw them run that play in the first half. He goes back door, gets the lob pass. 11 points now for Hellman.
Nice head and shoulder fake by Hand. This is Boone. Came up short on the three. Libertyville down by 8. Devine was fouled, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Looks like Hand got him. Our stats brought to you by the dairy farm families of Illinois and Wisconsin. Milk, it does a body good. Boylan, great shooting in the first half. Libertyville tailed off at the end, but got back into it as they only trailed by 1 rebound. 15-14 after the first two quarters, I should say. Turnovers were about even as well. Devine at the free throw line is Devine. He's got 4. He can light it up from outside. Good perimeter shooting, runs the court well, rebounds well. Tends to get a little foul prone, though, because he plays with such good intensity. Scoring leaders so far, Carruthers with 16. Hellman with 9. Free throw line jumper's no good. Hellman the rebound, leads it down to Lee. Nice strip by Boone, and he kept it in play to boot.
Well, that's a big time play by Boone.
Lampley double pumps, no.
Oh, I think it was too close for Lampley. You know, he's used to shoot those 3-pointers, man. It's too close.
early in the third quarter. Boylan leading by 6, and Libertyville trying to get right back in it. Lee kicks it back outside. Little stutter step move for Hellman. Yes, a 2-pointer. He's got 13.
Nice move by Matt Hellman. Nice little stutter step, head fake, nothing but net. The Titans have come out extremely flat the second half.
Near steal by Devine. Lee has done a bad job on Lampley, as good as probably anybody could do. Foul called inside. Has a foul. Picked up by Sean Devine, which is his second.
They need to just move the ball around a little bit, maybe get Lampley open for one of those long three-pointers. Put some spark back into the Titans. They've come out really flat.
Luchetti, now Boone. Heck of a first half with 10 points. Was slapped away from behind, but it goes down inside where Luchetti converts it.
Well, you didn't know if that was a shot or a pass, but Luchetti just happened to be right there at the right place at the right time.
He has 10, a 6-point lead for the Titans of Rockford Boylan. Third quarter action. Our second quarterfinal game. From outside, the 3 is long. Heldman on the offensive rebound.
Gets it
back.
That's just plain hustle. That's just plain hustle on the part of Hellman.
One-hander, no. He had to alter his shot as he had Luchetti quickly in his face, and Hellman will go to the line and shoot 2. The foul charge to Hand, his third.
Boy, Hellman was just all over the basketball that sequence. I mean, he just went after the ball, missed it, got it back again. Now he'll be at the line. Here it is again. Now here's Hellman. Goes in for a little scoop shot, won't go, gets it back, brings it right back out. Just nothing but a hustle, nice little head fake. And here he is again. He gets the ball back, and he's fouled as he drives to the hoop.
Heldman made the first free throw. And the second one gets a kind bounce. He's got 15, and suddenly that 10-point lead for Rockford Boylan has evaporated to a 4-point margin. Lampley.
Oh, nice step through.
Rims in good. Lampley now with 16, getting his first points of the second half.
Well, he used to screen by Luchetti and just walked right through a couple of men to lay it up and in.
Under 5 minutes now for the third quarter. Devine did a good job of thwarting the steal attempt by Boone. And now Lee over to Heldman. Watch something happen now. Ooh, stripped away. Quick reach and quick hands. Barry Champion. It'll still be Wildcats basketball. We've got a timeout on the floor with 4:37 left to go third quarter, and one of your network sponsors is your local Ford dealer. We're back, third quarter action. And let's take a look at that break by the Wildcats.
Yeah, you see, now they come down. Watch Boone, just a clean strip right there. He says, hey, wait a minute. I'll pick it up. He started to let the ball go out of bounds. He kept it in bounds. Good heads-up play.
Didn't have a lot of room to spare, but quick judgment.
By Boone.
Boone has had a good all-around game, and he's really been a big key in this ball game for Rockford Boylan.
But he has the skinniest arms I've ever seen. I mean, man, he's all bone.
It's hard to believe you can launch those three-pointers.
It really is.
With pipes like those. Inside, they try to go to the power game to Jericho. He didn't get the bucket to go, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2 as Luchetti picks up the foul.
Yeah, Luchetti had this nice block, but also a little body. Nice pass, dropped around pass right here. Watch Luchetti come around with the body.
He got Luchetti in the air, and Luchetti had no other choice. So Jericho still rough offensively, but considered one of the top freshmen, not only in the Chicago area, but maybe in the state as he gets the free throw. Looking now for his 4th point of the ball game. And trying to pull the Wildcats within 4. Second free throw no good, but a nice tip back outside by Carruthers to keep it alive.
And Carruthers, once again, you know, we talk so much about Hellman, but Carruthers has really been the star of the game, I think, for Libertyville.
Devine kicks it back out. Hellman, nice drive, puts it up on the baseline and scores. Hellman now with 17.
He's really picked it up the second half.
And Boylan's lead down to 3.
Look at that hand. Oh, I thought he had it.
In the first half, he was trying to do everything and force it. He's doing everything here, but is much more in the flow than he was in the first half.
Yeah, he's more into the flow of the basketball game. You can tell he really feels it now.
Max Sanders says he plays better when he stays in the offensive scheme as opposed to trying to do things by himself, which I think he was trying to do in the first half. Lampley, double pumper, no, it's short. And coming out of heavy traffic with the rebound was Devine. The Wildcats push it down court, didn't have the numbers, they'll set it up. They're a much more patient team with their offensive set. There's a long 3, no for Hellman. Offensive putback, no. Tip Lee, no. Swatted out of there by Luchetti.
Yeah, but you give Libertyville 4 chances to come away with the bucket, and they almost get it there.
Another offensive board, that time for Jarecko. He is fouled before the shot, but Jarecko suddenly a force inside on the board.
And that's just plain hustle and determination by Libertyville. Watch the Wildcat. Okay, here's a 1 shot at it. Won't go. They just battle for the ball. Okay, Jarecko takes it. Won't go. Gets it blocked. They come up with the ball again. They had 5 opportunities to come away with a bucket.
They have 23 rebounds, 11 of them offense. Oh, a nice move inside, but Carruthers couldn't finish the play and wound up on the deck. Libertyville fans wanted a foul, none called. 3:08 to go, third quarter. Long one for 3. Barry Champion put it on the scoreboard.
Well, that's Champion's second 3-point field goal.
He had a big one in the second quarter that helped open up the 10-point lead. But now suddenly the lead back up to 6 for Boylan. Long one straightaway rims off for Carruthers. Lee on the offensive rebound.
Boy, what a job offensive rebounding they do, huh? Libertyville with their 12th offensive rebound.
Very rare to see your rebounds split so evenly.
Actually make that 13 offensive rebound and 11 defensive.
Even more unusual to have more offensive than defensive. Lampley, nice job altering his shot. Didn't have enough on the shot. Foul on the battlefield. No, traveling. They traveled.
Well, when Lee came down, he traveled. It was just a matter of did someone push him or not. Here it is again. Now Lampley comes in again. This is too close for Lampley. He likes him from outside. Now it's his Chad Lee.
Might have gotten a little shove, but Boylan with the basketball. On the move around. Somebody setting a screen out front. Whistle for the foul. A little push. The foul being charged, as you see, to Devine, who gets his third. Third team foul of this quarter for Libertyville. Boylan has 4, so neither team in the bonus. 2:17 remaining for the third quarter. Underneath they find Champion. Faked everybody else in the air. Oh, it may have been on the iron, but poking it in was Luchetti, and they'll count the bucket.
Well, that's about as close as you'll ever see it.
Goaltending, count the bucket.
Yeah, count the first bucket.
Luchetti, who came close to offensive goaltending at the other end, called for defensive goaltending there. Devine gets the bucket, 7 points in the game for him. 4 of them in this quarter. 4-point lead for Boylan. Titans with the basketball. Look at this quarter. Libertyville dominating the boards. Lampley for 3. Oh, an air ball.
Well, he double pumped. He double clutched. He had it open. Didn't take it.
Some shooters can do that. I think Lampley can. That time, though, the radar wasn't working.
Yeah. You have to get in the flow. He was wide open. He didn't take it. He double pumped. It comes up short.
Perhaps Libertyville a chance here to make it a 1-point game. This is not unusual. Libertyville has trailed in games all year long, has battled back as they throw it away. And Boylan gets it back with 1:25 to go. But Sanders says this team has had heart, and it showed in this game. They were down by 10 at halftime. Boylan now with the ball on a 4-point lead. Ooh, nice shot getting around and going to the baseline and finishes the play nicely. He has 12.
Anytime you give up the baseline, you're asking for trouble.
54-48 Rockford Boylan. Under a minute now for the third quarter. Heldman gets it while he's on the deck and comes up dribbling. Heldman for three. No, it's short.
Well, if that goes, that's the play of the game. This place goes crazy.
Here's Boone. Champion for three. Oh, he's had three big ones in this game for the Titans.
Oh, where did he come from? Where did he come from?
He's playing like a champion. He's got 9 on 3 trays.
3 for 3 from the three-point stripe.
These two teams have now tied a double-A record with a combined 13 three-pointers. Could this be 14? No, it's short. Oh, knocked away. Carruthers trying to take it inside, but Luchetti said, no, you don't.
Well, Carruthers is so big and strong. Luchetti is really a skinny, thin 195. Here it is again now. Carruthers challenges Luchetti, and Luchetti gets the best of this one.
Luchetti, a part-time starter last year. They're trying to get him to be more aggressive, and I think that play there showed that it's had success.
And you know Carruthers wants this one.
Two-pointer, no good for Carruthers. He was on the line, and somebody pushed off trying to get the rebound. That was Jericho.
Yeah, Jericho going for the rebound, reaching over for the foul.
And that is his third. Fourth team foul for the Wildcats. It'll count if it goes. No. And we have finished 3 quarters in our second quarterfinal game. 1 quarter left. Rockford Boylan leads 57-48. We'll return after these local messages. These two teams this season. The winner will meet the Rams of Peoria Manual in tomorrow's first semifinal game.
Well, Rockford has done an outstanding job, I think, here in the second half of getting everybody involved. You know, it was all Lee Lampley to start it, but now the third quarter, everybody became involved in a couple of big key three-pointers by Champion.
Meanwhile, Libertyville has still been basically Heldman and Carruthers. Divine came in there with 4 points in the third quarter, but it's been basically a two-man show.
Oh, what a pass by Boone.
Two-hand jam for John Luchetti. He's got 14.
Oh, give Boone credit for that, though. Nice drop-off by Boone.
Now you see why Boone is approaching 300 assists for the year. Faking his way up was Sean Calhoun. And Calhoun getting his first 2 of the game. Calhoun has been a starter most of this year, but lost his job to Lee. 9-point lead for the Titans. Lampley was defended there by Heldman. Now this is Boone.
We haven't said Lampley's name a lot in the second half.
He only scored 2 points in the third quarter, has 16 so far. Let's take a look at how this game has gone so far. Libertyville with a big edge on the offensive boards, but Boylan countering that, saying, all right, we're going to hit it from outside the arc. Including Champion, 3 big three-pointers in this game. At one time, Libertyville had a chance to make it a 1-point game in that third quarter. Here's Lampley for 3, partially blocked. And Libertyville, lost it as Jason Vi had it. But it was taken back by Boylan. Lampley. On the move, forced the shot, no. Strong rebound, Heldman. And the outlet pass just a little too long for Calhoun, and Boone comes the other way.
Now Boone wants to slow it up. He says, okay, guys, let's get set.
Boone's got some kind of quickness.
He really does. He come out of his stack, curl it around. There's Boone wide open, pass it back, 2 points.
The foul. Let's see. The bucket will count. It'll count, yes, and the foul is after.
Well, nice pass once again by Boone. They were in the stack. They come up, Boone. Well, pass. He Boone right here. He'll just dish it over his head. Beautiful movement without the basketball. And John Luchetti at the line now to attempt the three-point play.
Devine got the foul. That was his 4th. The free throw good. He gets the three-point play. And Boylan up by 12. And just getting a piece of it was Lampley, but it hit apparently the backboard, and it'll stay Wildcat basketball. Just over 6 minutes left to go, 4th quarter. Libertyville needs to make a run in a hurry.
Well, he ran to his own man.
Lampley comes up with a loose ball, and he draws the foul. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, what happened there, you know, you ran into your own man. Like Calhoun ran into his own man. And Lampley was wise enough to see that. He just reached down and grabbed the basketball. Here it is again. They'd already run into each other. So you see Lampley just takes it from Heldman and just goes and just throws up a prayer. But he knew he was going to be fouled as he misses the free throw.
And he gets the second. Lampley now with 17. A 13-point lead for Boylan.
What a game by Boone, though, huh? He has 11 assists to go along with 12 points. Nice curl.
But with the rebound is Luchetti. Well, what a factor he's been in the game. A balanced attack for Boylan in this quarterfinal game. There's Boone. One of the few times, whatever he's touched didn't come up goal. Oh, nearly walking was Hellman. Gets it back underneath. Knocked away by Luchetti. And it'll still be Wildcat basketball.
As Boone is on the floor knocking the ball out of bounds.
I think right now it's Boylan's balance that has really been the difference in this game.
Well, you know, their coach, Steve, told us yesterday that Boone's a great point guard. He used the word great. Says he only needs to gain weight because he's 135. He is indeed a great point guard. Vi and Calhoun head over to the Libertyville bench.
Turnarounder by Carruthers. He knew he was going to get fouled, and he forced the shot, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. But you take a look, already in double figures. You've got Boone with 12, Luchetti and Lampley each with 17, and Champion's not far behind with 9. Meanwhile, really, it's been a two-prong attack for Libertyville. Heldman with 17, Carruthers with 16. Next highest scorer is Devine with 7.
Yeah, and Heldman has struggled a little bit. He's only 5 out of 15 from the field.
Carruthers now with 17. That's his first point of the second half. From the Denny Slam Can. Gets the second free throw. He has 18. 11-point Rockford Boylan lead. 5:23 remaining in the 4th quarter. Spotting up nicely, Champion. Well, he was inside the arc, so he was too close and he missed.
He's just like Lampley, too close.
Off the break, Devine had it knocked away by Boone with the quick hands, and it's going to stay Wildcat basketball.
Nice hand once again, though, by Boone.
Oh, he quickly got in there. A lot of times when you reach in, even if you don't make contact, you're going to get called for the foul.
Well, this is nothing but all ball. Watch the way Boone coming across, swipes the basketball. Still Wildcats ball.
Carruthers inside, no off the glass. Rebound by Luchetti. And now Boylan, who likes an up-tempo attack, will try to work the clock down a little bit. We're under 5 minutes now for the final period. They lead by 11. Luchetti from the free throw line, no. And Heldman weaving through traffic down court. pulls up for three. No, Lucetti the rebound as he got there just ahead of Jureka.
You won't get much closer than that. Oh, look at Hellman.
Hellman nearly getting it away from Boone in the backcourt. As we have a timeout on the floor with 4:21 to go in the fourth quarter. Boylan leads by 11. One of your network sponsors is Pepsi. It's okay, Joe. I knew what you were trying to say. I knew it all along. 4 minutes and 21 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Tom Stocker, Kenny McReynolds with you. Boylan with the basketball, leading by 11. Seeing some full court pressure, but they break the pressure. Oh, nice steal by Carruthers.
Good defensive play by Carruthers. Just stood there with his hands up, just takes the ball out of the air.
But stealing it back was Melling. He was victimized in the front court and came back and got it back for Rockford Boylan. 4 minutes to go. Here's Boone for three. No, missed it. Heldman has the numbers, pulls up for three. Yes.
Well, see, that's the way a three-point shot should be made. I thought Boone was a little bit off balance. Heldman, nice square to the basket, hits his second three-pointer of the afternoon.
He has 20 of their 55 points. And Heldman with the steal and puts it out of bounds off of Lampley.
Well, you can't bounce a ball like that. You know, bounce pass 50 feet away. You know, you got to rifle it over there. You know, trying to bounce it to Lampley 35 feet away does you no good.
And Heldman says, if you're going to beat us, you're going to beat us with me giving everything I've got.
Oh, he's something else, isn't he? Mr. Hustle.
I think he will find a home in this dome for the next 4 or 5 years in Champaign-Urbana. He's already committed to the University of Illinois. Devine for three, short. It came right down underneath to Jureka, and a reach-in foul.
I think that would go against Boone.
Yeah, I think Boone reached in from the backside. Yeah, it was. Boone gets the foul, his second. What an all-around game that young man has had, though, this afternoon.
Oh, man, what a game. 12 points, 11 assists, 2 steals.
Free throw good for Jureka. He now has 4.
Well, look at Libertyville. This is their 21st free throw attempt.
Jureka now with 5. Both teams in the bonus the rest of the way. Full court pressure. And a timeout called as Melling was trapped deep in the backcourt by a double team. And he, with a heads-up move, called the timeout. 3:21 to go. Boylan leads. We'll return after these local messages. Tom Stocker, Kenny McReynolds with you with 3:21 remaining in the fourth quarter. A little while ago, Boylan had this game under control, but a 7-0 run by Libertyville. And they're back in it.
They're back in it. I tell you what, Hellman's just been all over the floor, defensively and offensively, getting a hand on every loose ball. So Matt Hellman is putting on quite a show down the stretch.
And there's the steal by Devine. Hellman for three. No. Devine the rebound.
Look at that. Hellman again.
Hellman just inside the arc. 2-pointer.
Oh, man.
Hellman with 22. 4-point game.
Look at Hellman.
And he'll pick up the foul as he dove at Lampley. Trying to knock the ball away.
Oh, man, I bet this guy sleeps well at night with all the floor burns he has to have. He must sleep very, very good at night.
Hellman picks up his third.
I mean, he just dove for that ball at Lampley. Here it is again now. He hits the 2-pointer after missing the 3-pointer. But the other end down court, he just dives right at Lampley.
Lampley with 17, make it 18. But only 4 points he has scored in the second half.
He started out extremely hot, hitting those 3-pointers.
But how about the job that Lucetti and Boone have done in picking up the slack? Second free throw good. He has 19. 6-point Boylan lead. 3 minutes to go. Hellman may have been partially deflected. And Lampley gets out of traffic with the basketball. Here's Boone quickly to the front court. Has the numbers. Lucchese. No, it went over the heel of the rim. And he is fouled. Carruthers, I think.
Well, the Titans had the numbers on the break. They just didn't come away with the bucket. You can see the end of it. Lucchese goes up. Boy, it was really fouled. No whistle. A lot of contact there. He was undercut. Misses the free throw. Here it is again. Now, Boone with a nice no-look pass. Here's Lucchese going up for the shot. He's fouled. No call. But he comes down and the whistle blows on the second foul.
Lucchese now with 18 points. He has scored 10 of the second half, making 11, and 19 for the game. 2:39 to go. Boylan stretching it out again at 67-59. Oh, it was tapped from behind. That move by Lampley from behind helped create this fast break. Lampley, one-hand tomahawk. He has 21. And suddenly Boylan's back up by 10.
And all of a sudden the crowd from Rockford's getting into the basketball game.
On Hellman's move inside, he was fouled.
Well, you know the Wildcats won't quit. Here it is again now. Loose ball battle for 2-on-0 break for Rockford. Here's the Titans, and you're getting it out to Lee Lampley. The assist, of course, to that man Boone, and Lampley throws it down.
Lampley has now scored 1,000 points this season. He is the all-time leading scorer in Northern Illinois history. And yes, he was surpassed this season. Gene Lamont.
Gene Lamont.
Manager of the Chicago White Sox. Free throw good for Hellman. He now has 23.
I didn't know that. Well, I'll be in Toronto opening day, April 4th. I'll have to pass that along to Gene Lamont.
Lamont, one of the top, I believe, top 40 scorers in IHSA history. For three, Lee, no, it's short off the iron. But Hellman, who is all over the court,
he's unbelievable,
is fouled by Champion.
He is just unbelievable.
Now, 4 years ago, you had the Bauer twins. Hellman's playing like he's twins alone in this game.
He's playing like he's triplets. I mean, this man's all over the floor.
You had John and Andy Bauer 4 years ago, and you knew you were seeing double. Here, I swear I'm seeing double.
I think you're seeing triple.
Free throw for Hellman is good. 25 in the game.
You know, when I said he was struggling a little bit from the field, after I said that, he took over the game.
He took it personally.
I think he took it personally.
He has 16 in this half. Make it 17.
26 points.
And they're back within 6. And a blocking foul in the backcourt on Jericho. And with 2:08 to go, we'll walk down to the Titans free throw line.
I'll tell you what, he has a funny looking haircut, but he can certainly play this game.
Boylan from the free throw line, 66% as a team this year, and we have a timeout on the floor. We've got 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
Hey,
speaking of funny looking haircuts, get a little bit of luck back there.
Yeah, see, but you have to realize I cut it close like this, but it's not, you know, that buzz cut.
Amazing what you can do with a weed whacker these days. Let's go in and listen to both these teams as they talk over their strategy for these last 2 minutes.
Big shot. This is right here. Okay? Yeah. Now, if he comes off here, you guys respond up here. You got to jump up and crack. Think about it. We got a double screen, but it's a staggered double screen. See? So, if however, Jamie's man here tries to come off for you, Jamie, you fade to the other side. Kick it to him, and you got the three, all right? After you set the pitch, just turn around and just watch. Because you will be the safety man.
Well, this is a team that won't quit, says Max Sanders. Here they're at it again. You take a look, Boylan led by 10 at halftime. They led by 13 at 63-50. Suddenly, there are those pesky Wildcats right back within 6. Now Boylan, obviously the Titans have to hit their free throws, and there's the guy that can do it. Lampley misses. And Carruthers, the rebound, and here is Mr. Do-It-All as Hellman, had a notion, nearly walked. Carruthers for 3, no. Tip Lee, no. Wildcat basketball with 1:55 to go.
Well, I think now you have to dance with the lady you brought to the disco, and I think that lady right now, if I'm the Wildcats, is Mr. Hellman. Get him the basketball.
Carruthers off the inbounds feed gets 2. He's got 20. 4-point game. Here's Champion. Yes, he banked it in.
He lost control of the basketball, regained his composure, comes away with the layup.
He has 11, but that was his first 2-point bucket of the game. Hellman draws a double team, but Carruthers is open for 3. Nothing but net, and a timeout for the Wildcats. 23 for Carruthers. And the Wildcats are within 3 with 1:30 to go.
Well, I think he knew Hellman would get his, but did you know Carruthers could shoot like this? Here he is again. Nice hand in his face, and he comes up nothing but net with a hand in his face. They call a quick timeout. Carruthers 9 out of 17 from the field. Look at that. You know, Jareco had his hand right in his face, and the bench is up and cheering wildly.
Now remember, we said early in the broadcast that Carruthers in the super sectional game hit a 3 that really got the Wildcats on a roll. Maybe that one will there. Let's go into the Titans huddle.
Okay. Lee's here, Ricky. Ricky's here. He picks for Ricky. Ricky comes. All right. John, come back in here. Here's what I want. Barry, come up the sideline. Get up to the spot. You face the ball and come up. Come on now, let's go. Let's do it now. Number 1.
The Titans have been holding off the Wildcats this entire second half. They had a chance to blow this game open when they led by 13. But the Wildcats managed to battle back. Full court pressure easily broken as Boone works to the front court. Now Lampley. 1:20 to go. He is fouled. It'll be a 1-and-1 at the line.
Well, you have a lot of time remaining before I think you want to foul. 1:18.
Carruthers gets the foul, his second. Both teams are in the bonus. We have 1:18 remaining. Boylan leads by 3. Lampley has 7 points in this half, make it 8. He's got 22 for the game. But his last, or 6 of his last 8 points have come from the free throw line. He missed it, and Lucetti buried the rebound. He has 21.
That's a big offensive rebound by Lucetti.
A 6-point lead for the Titans. Out of bounds off Lampley's leg. Oh, that was a big, big rebound for the 6'7" junior John Lucetti. Sanders saying, all right, boys, do you have one more comeback left? We're running out of time. Eldman, turnaround one-hander, around and out. Rebound yanked down by Ryan Melling. And they put the ball into Lampley's hands. Champion.
Well, they don't need the points now. Spread the floor.
And the foul reaching in was Carruthers, getting his 3rd. Boylan now with a chance for an 8-point lead.
The big play of the game may be this offensive rebound by Lucetti. Off the missed free throw, here it is again, bouncing around. Right there, comes away with the 2 to open the lead now to 6 points.
What a heading play. He went right back up strong with the basketball. The first is good for Lampley, who now has 23.
Hey, the Nuns are happy.
Well, they really are. The second free throw, good. 24 for the state's leading scorer, Lee Lampley. Here's Heldman. From 18, good, a 2-pointer. He's got 28.
Boy, is he tough or what?
Well, if he's going to go out, he's going to go out in a blaze of glory. The loser will see their season end. The winner today will be guaranteed 2 games tomorrow.
Well, Matt Hellman is no loser because Hellman has put on quite a show.
But how about it's time to select our player of the game, brought to you by All Sport Body Quencher. All new, all taste, all performance. Drink All Sport. While obviously you have Lee Lampley, but I really think this guy here, look at that balance. 12 points, couple of steals, 13 assists, is the player of the game.
No question. Ricky Boone has had an outstanding game.
33 seconds to go. Turnarounder for Heldman off the hill. They're down by 6. Carruthers for 3. No, it's a little bit wide. And a foul as Champion had the rebound. And will walk to the other end with 22.3 seconds remaining.
So all the Titans really have to do now is just make their free throws.
Steve Gores, let's take a look. Take a look at obviously a dejected Libertyville bench, but when they came here 4 years ago, it was a novelty. It was maybe some said, a little fluky. They're just a team of destiny that year. But I think since then, with their trip to the Super Sectionals last year and their trip today, Sanders has really established a legitimate power program at Libertyville.
Well, he told us yesterday a girl walked up to him at the beginning of the year and said, "We're going back downstate, aren't we?"
Exactly.
They expected to be here.
Here's Heldman over to Carruthers. A little bit short. Rebound in the traffic controlled by Lampley, and he was fouled with 4.3 seconds left, and that should do it.
And they're dancing in Rockford tonight.
Meanwhile, for the Titans, obviously, they were inspired this year after losing to the eventual second-place team, Guilford, the team that came out of nowhere last year with that young coach Mike Miller.
Hey, do you think that's Lee Lampley's mom? Said Lee, number 4.
Lee. He's been tough when he's had to be. He has not dominated this game like he has other games this year, and maybe in the head-to-head battle. But as we take a look, and I think Mr. Lampley has a hand in our play of the game. Want to bet?
Well, I tell you what, he's had a hand in a lot of plays today.
Play of the game. There's the steal by Champion. And the long court, down court pass. Boone to Lampley for the tomahawk. Our play of the game brought to you by American Airlines and American Eagle. Something special in the air. Lampley with 24 points. Heldman with 25. Double check that. Heldman with 28. Yeah, 28 points. So he may have won the one-on-one battle. But the supporting cast for the Titans of Boylan just a little too tough for the scrappy Wildcats to handle.
Well, there's the state's leading scorer.
Lampley now at 25. We also look at Lucetti. Here's a guy at 13 points a game with 21 today. Offensive rebound. It falls in. It falls in for Ryan Esparza, and the game is over. And the Titans are going to the semifinals against Peoria Manual. We'll be back to talk with victorious coach Steve Gores. But first of all, this timeout, as one of your network sponsors is Country Companies. We have finished our second quarterfinal game of this first day of the Elite Eight at the Assembly Hall in Champaign. Rockford Boylan with a 9-point victory earns the right to meet the Manual Rams. Manual from Peoria with an 81-76 win over Westinghouse in our first game. And with the victorious coach is our Joe Passion.
All right, thanks very much. Steve Gores coming away from the stands. He had to get all the kisses from the family. Congratulations, the handshakes before coming over. Got to be awfully relieved, particularly the way Heldman played for Libertyville down the stretch.
Well, he did a real good job. He got his average, 28. He had 26.7. He got his average, and I was real proud of the way we defended him. I mean, how many threes did he get, Joe?
Unofficially, I think only 3.
Yeah, he got 3 threes, and he was a big, dangerous three-point shooter. He's a tremendous player, but like we said from the beginning, no one player is going to beat Boylan. It's going to have to be a good team because we are a team.
We had a great balanced team today. 4 players in double figures. Our player of the game, Ricky Boone, Big day for you, a lot of assists, and take a look here at the monitor. This is our play of the game. Lampley may have been on the final end, but you helped set this up with a great touch pass to Lee.
Well, I was looking for him the whole game. I know he wanted to get a dunk on this floor, so I was looking for him.
You know, you seem to be very satisfied with your great passing skills and also getting back on the other end with your great quickness, using it on the defensive end.
Well, I knew they would get out and held me. He's a quick player, so I knew I had to get back on D and try to use some quickness to slow him down.
Congratulations, Ricky. We'll see you in the semis.
All right, thanks.
All right, Ricky Boone, our player of the game. A great balanced game here for Rockford Boylan as they win it here 79-70 in quarterfinal game number 2. We'll be back after these words. Our network sponsor is Country Companies Insurance.
Only on Continental Peanuts flights.
Back at the Assembly Hall, the Titans of Rockford Boylan going to the semifinals tomorrow with a 9-point victory. You know, Kenny, you take a look at it. Carruthers and Lucetti kind of cancel each other out. So did Lampley and Heldman. The difference is going to be somebody like a Ricky Boone with his 12 points.
Yeah, 12 points. Not only that, but 13 assists. A great floor game by Ricky Boone.
Take a look at the stats brought to you by the dairy farm families of Illinois and Wisconsin. Milk, it does a body good. As you see that Libertyville shooting 35% from the field. Boylan shot 60% at halftime and didn't cool off that much in the second half. Take a look at those three-point shots. We had a total of 38 attempted and 17 were successful. 16 rebound edge for Libertyville. Wouldn't have thought that. Turnovers basically even. And take a look coming up. This is what happened earlier today, as in the first quarterfinal game. It was Peoria Manual and the winningest coach in Illinois history, Dick Van Syak, going to the semifinals with the win over Westinghouse. And you see the final score, Boylan 79-70 over Libertyville. 2 more quarterfinal games coming your way tonight. It'll be the Terriers of Carbondale against the Steelmen of Joliet Township. And then our final game tonight, Conant from the Chicago suburbs against another Chicago suburb power, the Lions of LaGrange. See you tonight for Kenny McReynolds, Tom Stalker. Thanks for joining us. Goodbye, everybody.
The boys Class AA basketball finals has been brought to you in part by Country Companies Insurance. When it matters most, the country's behind you. The Pepsi-Cola bottlers of Illinois, who encourage you to be young, have fun, and drink Pepsi. Your local Ford dealer, home of the best-selling car and truck in America. And by the dairy farm families of Wisconsin and Illinois. Drink milk. It does a body good. The proceeding has been an exclusive presentation of the Illinois High School Association.